So we're going to start off this game. QXC in the top position and IEDRA in the bottom position. Red Terran, Blue Zerg. In the group stages of the IEM tournament, which just happened very recently in, I think it's... Is it Sweden? I believe it's Sweden.
I could have sworn this was New York, but I don't know for sure. But
That's bull.
this is the
IEM's
Group
in
A
Europe.
stage. I don't know. I'll check for sure. Hang on.
Look at us and our credentials, which is so good.
Well, we only pay attention to GS. Well, I only pay attention to GSL, so.
Those Koreans, we love them. And that disgusting up and down bracket.
Oh, speaking of which, so many champions in the up and down matches. I don't know what to say about it.
Don't spoil, don't spoil. There could be that poor little noob that like hasn't seen the GSL yet.
Well, all I'm gonna say is, I'm more excited for the up and down matches than I am for the rest of the GSL.
Anyway, back to the game at hand. So far, they're both starting out very standard. I mean, it looks like QXC is going to be going for a 2 racks opening, 12 racks with a 14 racks to support that. And IEDRA, strangely enough, going for a gas first into what's probably going to be a speedling opening. And then around a 21-22 hatch. You know, pretty safe, standard stuff.
Yeah, that's pretty standard. Generally, I've seen IEDRA go on a 14 hatch, 14 pull into a 16 extractor, because that's generally the standard against Terran and Naga caverns. But I wouldn't be surprised to see a QXC go for a kind of a bunker rush. But then again, I don't know what he's gonna do for sure.
It does look like QXC's. It is okay. So this is a little odd that he would place the barracks on the 13 supply rather than 14, because it doesn't line up with your SCVs as well. So his current build isn't exactly super eco-friendly and had a little bit of frame issues right there. So this might lead toward a faster command center and slightly less Marines, or more Marines and a slightly delayed command center. I don't know.
We'll never know for sure. The IEDRA getting his first queen and getting the Zergling speed. Yep, and he just gets the Zergling speed now.
Okay, so safe opening. Takes his drones off gas. Now, note the Overlord going over the 3rd expansion in IEDRA's area. This has become a very common scout pattern for the initial Overlord for Zerg. And it's become even more common for most Terrans to go directly for that. You can see in the GSL that it's become a very common pattern to look for that initial Overlord, because that really sets back the Zerg's initial macro.
And it looks like we might see a bunker rush as he's pulling an SCV with a few Marines behind it. Yes, and he placed down the bunker.
Alright, I don't know, the timing seems a little off. I feel the bold bunker just doesn't work anymore. Like, as you can see, IEDRA Zerglings having very little trouble with these Marines.
Yeah, it's a pity though, because generally if IEDRA went with the hatch first, this bunker rush probably could have been very devastating.
Well, no, because the hatchery would have been done way sooner. And granted, he wouldn't have speed on the way as quickly as he does. I bet this is really upsetting QXC's timing. He probably thinks he's safe. He probably thinks he can risk having these Marines out in the field. But watch as these Zerglings are about to become way more threatening than they used to be.
And the speed just finishing for the Zerglings.
And now QXC is in a world of trouble. And honestly, this whole game's thrown off. Like, he doesn't even have his front fully blocked off. He's got 2 Marines.
Oh, he holds the Marines though. Oh, very nice position by QXC.
Yeah, but now he's set back. I mean, the bunker did nothing. His Marines did nothing. They probably killed, what, 4 or 5 Zerglings? And has he started? Okay, good. His command center has been started, and he seems to go into a heavy tech formation. I think he's going to lay down a couple of factories. That's what it seems to be leading towards.
It looks like it, and IEDRA is starting to Maynard into his expansion, and his lair just starting, so we can probably see some muta play from him.
Yeah. Now, QXC has managed to keep him in economy. He has 23 workers and his mule to 27 drones. But he's behind in army, he's behind in tech, he hasn't started his tech lab, so I mean he's not going to be going for any stim push anytime soon. And IEDRA, honestly, I think he's in a happy position. He's droning, and he's still droning.
IEDRA lays down a Baneling nest and a Roach Warren.
Ooh.
Interesting combination.
Now, what do you think of this, being the Zerg player?
Generally, I would probably go with this build also because because I just saw the third factor going down, so he knows he's going to go very heavy marine play, so the Roach can soak up the damage with the Banelings coming in to finish the job. I like this play a lot. I like it a lot.
Now, this seems really premature from QX. I would have agreed with this secondary marine push if his initial marine push had done a little more damage, so I guess we're about to see some godly micro from QXC because he's got to pull something out. And I was correct, he did lay down 2 factories, so we're probably going to see a marine stim siege tank timing push right after this. But IEDRA on top of his game, has the Overlord Scout and QXC's base and knows exactly what's going on.
Once again, the Kraken strikes. He is just too good.
Davy Jones doesn't need the Kraken. Davy Jones unleashes the Kraken.
Oh dear. Let me see. QXC lifts his barracks to form the wall, and that's going to claim his expansion for his own now.
Yeah. Zergling's coming in. I don't think they'll do too much. I see. No, I don't.
IEDRA seems content with going just no mutas at all. He's going strictly Roach speed and Baneling speed. It seems he wants to just. I don't know what he's doing.
This is really strange. I think this is IEDRA's reaction to seeing a very delayed tech lab. And the reason for this is because that tech lab was not there for a long time. That means stim is delayed. That means combat shields will be delayed. That means everything is just set so far back in the hopes that QXC will have some form of tech. He went in with his Overlord, saw that there were no siege tanks present yet. So honestly, this build is pretty safe. He doesn't really need mutas right now. He has the map control that he needs, and he's delayed the expansion for as long as he has.
And it looks like IEDRA's going to try to grab the gold as his third since he's breaking down the rocks right now. Morphing a few more Banelings. Roach speed is nearly done, and it's done now.
I think this is the first game where I've seen IEDRA's queens have more than like 0 energy.
Yeah, his injections are a little off, but then again, when you're micromanaging so many different things, it's kind of difficult.
Oh, oh my gosh. Those poor Marines.
I think QXC was thinking IEDRA already took the third, so he tried to go move in with his hellion.
Yeah, he's just... QXC is really just... He doesn't know what to do. I mean, he's just thrown off. It's as simple as that. And yeah, it looks like this super awkward timing attack is gonna end it. QXC gonna have to pull
and QXC doesn't even have
a miracle to come back from this.
Well, I don't think he even has siege tech. No, he does not have siege tech.
Yeah, he's not pulling his SCVs. I mean, he's got 11 roaches in his face. Baneling's on hold command. I just got this in the bag.
And more Spoons coming in to just finish the job off. Well, we can expect a GG anytime from here because I don't see how QXC can pull back from this.
Yeah. I mean, yep, and there's the GG. Alright, so let's take a couple minutes to examine... First, I want to say, I want to commend IEDRA for... I personally have never seen this timing. I play at a 3400 level-ish Masters, and I've never seen a Roach speed Baneling timing as IEDRA kind of done. And I think it's only because QXC's early harass did practically nothing. I don't think IEDRA would have gone for something as awkward as this if QXC had actually done damage or had made more of a presence on the map.
You're absolutely right, and I just can't get over that the bunker placement. It was so late. IEDRA didn't go hatch first, so I would have just, if I was the town, I'd pulled back and started macroing up like crazy.
Yeah, when I normally do bunker placements, we'll go down to IEDRA's expansion. Let's see. I normally put my bunkers either here or here near the bushes. And the reason for that is they'll always have their overlords placed either up in the front or up near the bushes, because near the bushes is the most common area. And so if you place it either up here, down over here in this corner, or over here by the bushes, they have to pick one of the two. And the risky part is the one in the corner, of course, you have to get past the hatchery. So if they do have Zerglings out early enough, it's really hard to reinforce that bunker. But if that bunker goes up, they're in a world of trouble. Either way, it was good reactive play by IEDRA.
Once again, showing the Master Zerg showing how to play Zerg against Terran. Just commendable.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so, and with that, we will move on to the Metalopolis series in the round, what was it, group stages?
This is still group stages. This was actually the second game IEDrA and QXC played on.
This was the second game.
Yes.
Okay, this was the second game. Alright, so I guess we'll... Alright, it's Rewind Wednesday or whatever. No, actually.
We're going back in time.
That's right, we're going back in time. Okay, we're going to go to the first game.